Okay guys, I was going to do a quick little video on Home Assistant this evening. Try to figure out what's going on with these automations. See if any of you guys out there use them or if you can spot a problem with mine. Here's the thing. I've got them set up and here's all my automations to start them and shut them down. Now, the problem that I'm having, and I don't know if it's something I've done, and I'll just open up one like to look at right there. When and if, then do. Okay, when using the farm solar plant, when the PV power is above 500 watts. Now remember, mine only reads one inverter, so I have to set the wattage according to the one inverter. Okay, so that's when. And then make sure that the battery's state of charge is above, we're on the shutdown, below 55%. So if the battery's below 55% and the wattage is below 500, then the second condition is that Hydro 2 is active. Okay, because we're shutting down number 2, and I found that if you don't put that in there, that it just repeatedly tries to shut it down or start it if the conditions are met. So that was the only way I could come up with to do that. I put that in there. First of all, let's make sure it is on before you try to turn it off. Okay. And I've tested all these. Of course, like this one should still be true because it is running right now. And see, it says it passes. And this right here, if you test it, that condition passes too. Okay. And the farm solar plant, the PV power below 500 watts. Well, if we look at the solar assistant, we're at 6 watts. So that's below, it's below 500 watts, and the power, the battery state of charge is below 55%. So it should execute that and turn it off. But if we go back here, 21 hours ago was the last time it done it. I don't know why it hasn't done it now. And actually, this other one, Hydro 1, I believe, below 50%. And this was to leave my batteries at 50%. So even if I forget to turn something off, they'd still be at 50%. But both the conditions on this one test out that they pass. And the power, PV power, is definitely below 500 watts. So I don't know why they're not shutting down. And the weird thing is, it shut down. You can see these ones all through here, it shut down. It stopped at number 3. You can see it shut those two down 7 hours ago, then 5 hours ago, then 4 hours ago, and it stopped. Why? And these are all just duplicates. Like when I made the shutdown thing, I just duplicated it and changed the wattage a little bit and the state of charge a little bit. And of course, which miner it's shutting down. And the same thing happens on the starts. They're all the same. And this morning, it started up number 1 just fine. And my conditions for that was the PV power needs to be above 1500. and below 10,000. I just filled that in because I didn't know if it would work without it, but it does work without it. And then the state of charge above 45%. So they drain down about 10% overnight just from idle consumption. Y'all was really right about that idle consumption. Those things are beast when they're not on. But that gives it a little while to charge up the batteries in the morning, really, before by the time the solar hits 1500 watts, the batteries are above 50%. Because even at 600 or 700 watts per inverter, those batteries are charging at like 70, 80 amps each. And it doesn't take them long because, like I said, they only generally get down to about 40, 39, something like that overnight. So it doesn't take them but a second to charge up. But so if it's above 1500 on my wattage and the state of charge is above 45, and of course number one is off, then turn number one on and turn stage one pump on. I got to get a temperature sensor and I guess like some kind of Zigbee something or another. So it'll leave the pump on if it's below freezing outside, and then but that'd be like a whole different automation. But anyways, just turn it on if it ain't on. Okay? And that's the only one I put the pump in. And it's weird, number one will work. And then number two is just the same thing, just not turning the pump on. And make sure number one is on. Okay? So the first time when it kind of halfway worked, it was turning them on all over the place. It would like miss some on the steps up and turn, it would like skip two, turn one on, then it'd go back and catch the other two. So I put that in there to try to make it do it in order, in line, to keep it at least organized where I knew what was going on. But that's what my automations look like. And if I've got something wrong in there or I need to change something and you guys know about it, you know, I'd really appreciate the help. But I don't know, at the rate we're going with Bitcoin, mercy, 63,000. It's like they took that thing out behind the woodshed. So, anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to run through real quick. And it was almost a beautiful thing. I had to manually start two of them this morning, but then after that, I sat down, ate some breakfast, and when I got done eating breakfast, it had started the rest of them that it should have started. And I was like, all right, it's working. That's awesome. And then even during the day, the sun went back in for about an hour. And when it did, it shut down two of them that it had running because it met the criteria. And then the sun came back out about an hour later, and it turned them back on, started them back up. I'm like, that's awesome. When this thing works, man, it's great. But I just don't understand why they're just duplicates of the automation with just small changes. And just like shutting it off where we just went through, you can see that all the criteria are met, but it's still running. They're still running right now, and all the conditions have been met. So that's it. I just wanted to run that by you. I don't want to take up too much of your time, and if you guys got any clues on that, if you can help me out, I really appreciate it. Other than that, you guys have a good evening. Thanks for watching.